We got the SPY starting to fall here. SPY still going down, making new lows. Really starting to pick up momentum. 66.17, new low right there. 66.55.26 now, new low. 66.55.17 on SPY. $655.33. We got SPY down 0.86%. And the QQQ down 0.96%. 590 50 oh, 590.35 now. We're heading down to the S1 pivot right over here. S1 pivot. Hey, thank you. we're going to try this now. I got nothing on it now. Now it looks dull and stripped down. If they call this, then if they restrict this, I gotta because nobody sees it. If once they restrict it, then I'm just Oh man, look at Nvidia, huh? I was telling you, look at Nvidia now. Broke below that VWAP and broke below the pivot, and now it's dropping like a rock. I'm telling you guys, when it drops below when those two things are together, if you set an alert, a custom alert, every single time that price, that the VWAP and a pivot is in sync with each other, and then price crosses and closes beneath both of them, that is gold. That is absolute gold. I mean, look at this. It broke below it, and it's dropping. Nvidia dropping like a rock right now. Turned negative on the day. It was positive, and now it's negative. 0.62% down now. 175.88. We got a low today of 173.13. I'm skeptical we're going to come back down there, though. I think we're going to have a little bit above a bounce, though, right over here. I think that leg down might have a little bit of V action here and come back up to that daily pivot, maybe retest it as a ceiling, push back down. Because right over here, if you look over here in the pre-market, we have a candle here, and of course other candles here as well. We were using this area where we're at right now as support, the 175.80 area. And then we broke below it, and we used it as resistance. And then it took this huge candle at around 950, 940. Now it's about 950 to bust above that and really start to trend up past everything. So we're at 175.70 now. It's really good. Nvidia is going to have to bounce here and hold. So if we continue to go down and then we come back up strong, we have a nice solid wick on this candle. We got a minute left on the 5-minute candle. A minute left on the 5-minute candle. If we are able to come back above here, yep. If we have a nice wick here on Nvidia, that means we're holding that level as support. But if we continue to go down here, 45 seconds now, then it's going to continue to drop, and we're going to probably see this 174.50. So probably another dollar if we fail here. At this is a pivotal area right now. So Nvidia down 0.71%. 175.64, 63, 62. This thing's not looking good. Amazon, AMZN. AMZN 1.10% down on the day. 217.77. 217.77. 217.72. Amazon showed support at this S1 pivot, bounced up, and now we are below the pivot. I called that short once we broke below here, and now look at this. We're still going down. We're still dropping. Just made a new low just now on this round, 217.60, and we just pulled up 217.72. That means nothing. I think we might continue to see some more down action on Amazon. Ooh, look at AMD. AMD, pull up AMD. AMD's bouncing at VWAP right now, 158.80. Oh, 158.95. This thing's quick, man. You guys got to be prepared for 150, 159. Keep an eye on that. We drop below that, we're probably going to chop in between 157.80 and 158.60. That's a nice little chop area. Probably going to go up, down in between there, sideways. AMD is down 1.28% today, but we pulled up really good here. Let me look at this. Look at this action here. Ever since open, we ripped down and then just been ripping right back up. We took back almost half of what we lost today in the pre-market. So AMD right now 158.90, sharp pullback from 161.42, which was the high today. Microsoft, Microsoft's in bad territory right now. MSFT 506.87, 506.90. We are officially beneath the S1 pivot. We were using, look at that chop, okay? We were chopping in between the S1 and the VWAP, my beautiful scalp area. And we finally failed the S1 pivot just 10 minutes ago. And we broke below it, and now we're using it as a ceiling. So 506.93 up to 507.10. Nice little short area. Microsoft down 0.66%. We are approaching the oversold area, so keep that on the 5-minute. GLD gold. Gold is turning positive now, 0.29%. We were all the way down at 342.47. Fought all the way back up here. We got a little bit of a double bottom here, right around that low at 342.47. Came back, retook VWAP, bounced off VWAP right about 11:30, 12 o'clock. Bounced up, used it 2 times as support, and we're approaching that daily pivot point at 344.85. Current price 344.35 right now. Rising. Everything's rising. This thing's trending back up. Keep an eye on it. If we come back down here to this 343.70 area, 343.70 is an area to watch. If we come back down there, I think it's likely to continue going down, and we might turn the day negative. If we fall back down here, if we hold this, look to come back up to the pivot point around 344.80. I mean, it's about 50 points here to the upside. We got USO. USO is positive 0.12%, pretty much flat, but yesterday had a good day because of energy release. 0.12% right now to the upside. 76.50 right now. SPY taking that bounce. There it is. Bouncing. SPY. What is happening here? Give me just a moment. Oh boy. Okay. SPY bouncing. Q's bouncing. We're at the pivots. Look at this. Beautiful bounce right at the pivots. Bang, bang. Nice, nice. Hey, baby, come here. Come here. Hey, come here. Come here. This is Athena. This is my German Shepherd. She's 4.5 years old. Up, up. Good girl. Good girl. Lie down. Lie down. You're such a good girl. Stay. Stay. All right. That's my dog. All right. What do we got here? Google, Googl. There we go. There it is. I mean, we ended the stream twice already, but that was an area to watch when we were falling down here. VWAP, look for the bounce. We have the bounce right now officially, heading back up. 244.59 right now, heading back up to 240, 245 area. It's nice and bullish here. On Google, Googl, we are down 1.02%, but that was in the pre-market. We hit a low of 240.74. And now we're all the way back up to 244.70. We had a high about 246.10, 246.15, and we're holding. We did break below this S2 pivot here, this pivot, which got me worried. But as soon as we came back down, we had this VWAP to kind of lean on, and we're pushing off of it very nicely. We break below that, we're going to go down here to the 240, 250 area. So keep that in mind too. But if we are able to continue this trend, look for an area of resistance. Okay, what we got here? PLTR. PLTR, I'm not I'm not touching that right now. PLTR is just getting absolutely slammed right now, down 0.7%. We were all the way up to 184, and now we're all the way down to 178.28. What a shame. Just making good gains and just pow! We hit VWAP. I'm sorry, what am I talking about? We 178.30, there they are. We hit VWAP and we hit the daily pivot. And it just said, nope, see you later. And we just continued to slam down. Same thing with coin though. Look at coin, 4.66% down. Wow. Just wow. 318 high, 318 on the day. We hit that high in between the S1 and S2 pivot and just rejected so hard. It did come back, it did come down. We had a valley at about 312 and we pulled back up about 15 minutes later and retested that 316 area, which was the S2 pivot, and we were just rejected, and we haven't looked back. Blew by VWAP, didn't even use it. We're in no man's land because we are below the S1, the S2, and the S3, and we're below VWAP. That's just in no man's land. XOM. I gotta engage, otherwise they're gonna get mad at me. And I'm talking about TikTok. All right, XOM. XOM's wedging here. We were talking about that earlier. Look at this wedge. We got a nice support line ascending. We have a nice resistance line ascending. Look at the 5-minute XOM. That's ExxonMobil. Current price 115.71. It is up 1%, but be cautious because we are currently at the R1 pivot and we're rising up to it now. We're probably going to use it as resistance. We were above it. We failed to hold, drop below. So now we're coming back up, and this is a bearish pattern. First of all, I just want to say this is bearish. So because you have an ascending wedge, that is bearish. And that looked to fall back down to about the VWAP, the 115.10, the 115 area. Even though we're up 1% today, probably going to give half of that back if we fail here right now. Right, exactly, right here, right now. Got to hold it. Got to come back up. Got to hold it. Got to overtake this price right here. Otherwise, 115.10 is a nice target. 60, 70 cent move back down. Give half the gains back on XOM. AVGO, 1.28% down. 1.28% down. We had a nice midday rise after getting just slammed down to 327.30. We're currently trading on AVGO 334.83. AVGO 334.83, down 1.32%. We had a nice midday rise from 327.30 all the way up to 328. We had an $11 rip back up. So think about that. We took back quite a bit of our lost performance on the day. We're holding right around VWAP. We're battling this pivot area right here, S1 pivot. You see, we rejected it right over here, right about 11 o'clock. Broke back above it, used it as support 1, 2, twice, and now we just used it as resistance. Once about 20 minutes ago, we used it as resistance. We came above it, and then it was shot back down in a large wick candle. And now we're retesting it as we speak right now, 334.94. I mean, it's right on the line there. We just started a new candle, and we're right flush with that pivot. So we'll see how this candle goes in the next couple candles. If we're able to come back above it, that's bullish. We might continue to trend upwards. If we're rejected here, look to fall back down to the 332, 331.80 area. But right here, 335 is a very important level on AVGO. I got to come over here. I haven't done this yet. UNH. UNH. One of my favorite stocks. 340, 649. We're down 1.51%. I think yesterday we were in the 350s. And I've been holding this since the 290 area. Very, very solid stock, I feel. CEO just bought millions of dollars worth of shares. And he came back. He was the former CEO after the other CEO, unfortunately, had that horrific event that took place. But this guy is the former CEO. And he bought millions of dollars in stock, took a large stock options for his pay package, and this thing's a solid thing. We are down again 1.46% on UNH, current price 346.80. 346.80. We have a low of 343.60, and we came back up to 348.50, and so we're down $2 from our bounce here. Bears retook VWAP, and we are retesting VWAP. This might be a rejection area. This might be a rejection area. So this could be a little short back down to the 344 area. Nice $2.50 drop. We're going to have to come back to that because we're at a pivotal area on UNH. We've got to overcome this VWAP at 346.85, 346.90 in order to make a return back up to at least 348.50, 348.60 from 346.76 where we're at now. NIO. Now, this is a small one. I always tell you guys 3.78% up today, but we were up about we were up to 770 just about at around the high, 770-ish. And now had to pull back down to 738. And I mean, that's a big drop when you're talking a small little $7 stock. 40 cents. That's huge. That's big. It's up 3.72%. Nice pullback here where we were rejected twice at the R2 pivot. We just flew by VWAP. Didn't even matter. Flew right by VWAP, and now we're hesitating at the R1 pivot. So this could be an area of support here. So we got to watch this 737 area. 737 is an area to watch. If we fail this, we might continue to go down and give back a lot of this gain. But if we do fall below this, I think 727 is an area. I mean, 11 more cents down is an area to watch for another area of support, another bounce put position. But I don't think this will come down that much more than where we're at. Nike getting destroyed. Oh, I got to buy some more of this. 69.26. I just love this thing. 69.25. I think this is going to double. I mean, in the long term. 69.25 right now, down 2.77%. In my opinion, this is a $150 stock. I think this is going to go up. I felt the same way about Disney, and look at Disney, came all the way back up there. I was buying it at $70, $80. Like crazy. And it just kept going between 70 and 110. Bang, 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 bang. Disney, DIS. All right, PG. Hang on. Nike is actually below S1, S2, and S3. We're pulling back up here at 69.26. Look for about 69.40. That's going to be a strong retest area. We have a low of 69.09 on NKE. We are oversold on the RSI on the 5, and the MACD is turning positive. So this could be a possible bounce area, maybe back up to 69.80. So 60 cent move back up possibly, but we have to overtake 69.50 in order, 69.40 in order to, which is the S3 pivot. PG. PG right now. PG 152.19. It is down 0.15%. It was down a lot more. We were actually positive on the day at the open, about 0.25% positive, and then it just ripped back down to the 152.50 area, which was where the pivot is, the day's pivot point. Bounced up nicely, went all the way up to the R1 pivot around 163.70, and then was just rejected all the way back down to the pivot again, and it failed. We came back down and we bounced just above the S1 pivot at 151.78. We bounced up nicely, not once but twice. And now we're trending upwards a little bit, retaking that that loss, and that 0.17% is rising up to the green slowly but surely. So we're gonna have to watch this here. I think if some volume continues to come in, which I'm seeing come in right now, that this might have another zigzag back up to 152.60. Right now 152.16. But if we take out this swing low right here at 152, 152, then we might head back down. We might head back down to that 151.80 area. So that's an area to watch as well. JNJ. Anybody trade JNJ? I like that. I like J&J. They seem very predictable. That's the only reason why I like them. Very predictable areas. They hit the pivots nicely. They bounce off the VWAPs nicely. Right now, earlier today around 12:30 maybe 12:30 bounced off of the VWAP as a ceiling, came back down. That was around 177. It came back down to pivot point around 176.50. Came back up to the VWAP at the same area, and then overtook it. So the bulls have taken control. This was negative earlier today. J&J was negative. 175.91. We hit the S1 pivot, and look what we did. We came back up, retook pivot point, retook VWAP, and it is in bullish territory now, officially. Positive, green on the day, 177.09, up 0.22%. I think this could continue to rise up to about 177.30, 177.40, which is right around the R1 pivot. So we'll see some rejection there. Ooh, look at PFE. PFE is approaching lows right now. We're 1 penny away from a new low on PFE. PFE 23.68. The low is 23.67. Boom, we're at 23.67 right now. This is possible continuation here to the downside. PFE 23.67 right now. Good amount of negative volume coming in. We are approaching oversold on the RSI. MACD is negative on the 5, so this could be a continuation down. It's already down 1.72% on the day. PFE. HON down 0.4%. Current price 207.77. We hit a low of 207.30. Bounced nicely. We're reapproaching the S1 pivot. So 207.08. I'm sorry, 207.80. So we're up 50 cents from the low today. Nice little bounce back up. I think this could continue to go back up. We do have an ascending ceiling, a resistance line. If you go up to the high from right around the open, when we hit that spike, we hit the pivot point right around 209.30, and we just came back down, and then we each zigzag back up. It's in sync with a nice solid resistance line, and we're at it this second. So if we're able to overtake this, we could come back up and go back up to 208.40. That'd be a really nice move for such a small thing, and it could put us in positive territory as well. And that's on HON. CRM. CRM's getting smashed today. 220. 2.20% negative. Bouncing at the low today, 239.49. That's CRM. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it, everybody. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe, follow, please. Like, share, subscribe, follow. I appreciate you all. So we got CRM bouncing at the S2 pivot. 239.49 was the low. Right now, 240.51. So we bounced up $1 already. Nice volume coming in here. We were oversold on the RSI on the 5. MACD turned positive. Got some momentum pushing up here. I think we could go up to 242. So $1.50 on the positive side. Reduce the downside. Probably end the day in the 1.5, 1.6% negative. Up from the 2.2% negative. And that, again, that is CRM. So let's watch CRM. We have the S2 pivot around 239.80, 239.90. It's moving up right now. There we go. It's already at 240.63. We got VWAP at 242. That's $1.40 now to the upside. We do have some resistance at about 241. So that's an area we're going to have to watch out for. So plot a line at 241 on CRM and watch that area closely. But goal is 242. CAT, C-A-T. Oh, man, look at this thing. This thing is just in a range. Pull up CAT. We are in a range right now. Just straight across. Same area. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Very nice range, but a lot of volume just came in here with some big green bars. But we're hitting the S2 pivot. VWAP is right there. I think this could be a positive move here. So CAT is down 1.31%, 463.66 right now. We got the S2 pivot exactly right where we're at, 463.65 maybe, 466.69. So if we're able to take this back, CAT could come all the way back up. I mean, not all the way back up, but maybe at about 460, 464, 465. Maybe get $1 on there. That's a nice little move up. I know it's a high-end stock, but CVX. I love CVX. Nice dividends, consistent growth over time. A lot of the elites have this in their portfolio. Long-term play, good thing to add to your portfolio. CVX, in my opinion. I have it. I love it. I love it. I love CVX and I love XOM. Good dividends. I love O. O's are really good. It's a realty company, monthly dividends, not quarterly, monthly, and they've been growing their dividends since the early 1990s. Keep that in mind, 1990s. So let's see here. CVX, it's ranging very similar to CAT right now, to be honest with you. But we are getting just smashed at that 160.80, 161 area. Yeah, we hit a high on CVX of 161.01. Lots of rejection here. We're coming back down. Coming back down to VWAP. VWAP's at 160.40. So we're kind of in between the two right now. They're very close together. So we're going to have to look for a breach below the VWAP on the 5. So CVX, we got hardcore resistance at 161. Current price 160.56. We're up on the day 0.87%. But if we fail VWAP right here, I think we're going to give some back and head back down to that 160 area, so 50 cents down. If we fail VWAP, so if we hold VWAP, then we're probably going to go back up to like maybe make new high to around 160.150. So it's either up $1 or down $1, but it's in the play area right here. Ford. Anybody trade Ford? It's a small stock. Small stock, $11.58. It's down 0.4% today. Current price, $11.58. It's rising. It was down over 1%. It was down over 1%. We overtook most of it back, 60% back. Now it's only 0.39%. Rising. We're at resistance right here. We did break above it slightly, but now we got a wick on the last previous candle that we just closed because we just started a new 5-minute candle. I think this is going up. I think Ford's going to go up. We're talking pennies here, guys, because it's small moves. Small moves here. So it looks like a lot. You know, when you look at something like this and it comes up here, like that's only like 3 cents on Ford. So keep that in mind. So right now, 11.59, 11.58 could go up to 11.70 to pivot point if we come back and maybe end the day green or just below the 0 line. TSM. TSM is ranging. TSM's ranging. Looks positive. It is negative 1.53%, but the trend has reversed We hit a low of 270.19 early this morning, and we've just been trending upwards. Yeah, this thing looks bullish. I think we're gonna. It's at 276.70 right now. I think we're gonna hit 278. $1.30 back up, maybe 279. Yeah, it's already ripping. Look at that. Just ran 30 cents. All right. C. That's Citigroup. It's 101.99. Is up 0.33%. And it's been flat since after the open. We hit a low, which was the S2 pivot, right on the dot. I mean, the pivot's right here. Price went down, tapped it, and came back up. I mean, right on the dot. Beep. And blew past the S1 pivot, right past it. And we're hovering around VWAP right now. So this looks fairly bullish. I think we 101.97. Maybe go back to 102.50. I like that. PFE. PFE's continuing making new lows. I'm bearish on this. This doesn't look good. PFE 1.83% negative. Just this thing just keeps making new lows. Low, low, low. We're above S1, S2, S3 pivot. IBM's at VWAP right now testing. I think this is a nice little area of possible bounce here. But we're so high right now on IBM. 4.6% to the upside. Man, we hit a high around 284. And we opened the day right around, what, 268? This thing ripped high, IBM. We're at VWAP right now, 279.65 at VWAP. I would look for a bounce here, back up. It's just up so high. If we do drop, I mean, we got support at 278. So keep that in mind. Mark 278. And again, we're at VWAP right this second, 279.70 on IBM. PSQ, solid resistance at 31.50, 31.60. Current price rejected twice today at open, and just 20 minutes ago we came up and we were slapped right down. We're at VWAP right now. I think we're going to drop though because we're underneath VWAP, but we got to watch how it's going to treat VWAP because it hasn't really used it today at all. So PSQ 31.45. Up 0.7%. We were up over 1.25% earlier, but we gave back about almost close to half of the gains. And we're at a pivotal area right here. 31.45 to 31.40 is a really strong area to look for support. It's either support or failure in that area. All right, let's circle back around. Yes. Hey, Derek. Is that the same Derek that was in here a little while ago? All right. QQQ. Hang on, I got to take a drink here, guys. It's going bananas. I appreciate all the likes. I appreciate all the follows. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Thank you for that. I seen that. Thank you. The Qs bounced off that S2 pivot. Nicely done. Retook VWAP. This looks positive. 592.36. Then we're going to head back up here. 592.30. We're negative on the Qs, 0.6%, 0.64%. So we retook back VWAP. That's very bullish. After the bounce on the S2 pivot, down at 589 and change, 589.10. We bounced really nicely back up, retook VWAP. So look for an upside here. A little bounce back up to around 593.50. So a nice little dollar here on QQQ to the upside. It's moving. It's moving. SPY similar, but I don't know. I'm skeptical on SPY though. Man, look, we got a low of 654. Current price 656.95. It is down 0.63%. The only problem I see here is that we're hitting the S2 pivot, and VWAP is right above it. So we're just getting, we got a double whammy here. This might drop here. Yeah, it looks like it's dropping a little bit. On SPY, down 0.65%. It's a little lower already. It's 565.75 now. But if we're able to break above both of those and make it to 657.25, then we could make a fight to return back to green before EOD. Nvidia, hey, this is a good thing today. Finally, we got something positive in the technology field. Nvidia, NVDA, up 0.25%. Was negative on the day, hit a low of 173.13, but we came all the way back up, blew past the daily pivot point and the R1 pivot, rejected at the R1 pivot, and just fell all the way back down, almost gave everything back. We came all the way back to 175.50 area, bounced really nicely, and now we're at solid price level here. This is a strong resistance area, 178, 177.50 area, because we have both the VWAP and the pivot point together. So that's like hitting a brick wall here. It's going to take a nice hard sledgehammer. I do see volume coming in, which really magnifies the hit to that wall. Volume is coming in, but this is a strong rejection area on Nvidia. It's already down 60 cents. Nvidia is fighting the ceiling. AMZN 217.13 right now. We had a low of 216.47, bounced just above the S2 pivot. S2 pivot's about 216.30. So we fell to 216.47. Nice long wick candle there. Bounced up on nice high volume. Current price 217.10. This could be a little flip of the day right here. It's down 1.41%. I have a lot of NVIDIA stock. I love NVIDIA. And I have NVDW. That's Round Hill's weekly dividend ETF. They pay you weekly. It's about 20 to 50 cents a week. So, I mean, that adds up. So, it's 1.2 leverage, though. So, there's decay in it. You got to be careful on that. All right. AMD, 0.11%. We were down about 0.5%, a little over that, 0.6% earlier in the day. Right around open, we hit 154.78. And this thing's just ripping. This is bullish right here, 160.77 and rising. We fell to VWAP about 25 minutes ago, and it just, look at that sharp bounce here. And we're reapproaching this high area, the last swing high, with authority. Everything's coming in here. Volume, everything's rising here. MACD just turned positive on this bar here. This is a very bullish candlestick pattern. This might continue to rise here on AMD. Might go back up to the we might rise up to the S3 or make a new high. MSFT, we are below both the VWAP and the S1 pivot. This is pretty bearish, to be honest with you. We're bouncing around the VWAP at the 508 area. Current price is 506.93, 506.91. Candle's about to end here right now. 2 seconds. And done. So 506.91 right now, down 0.64% on Microsoft. Pivot is at 507.15, 507.10. Yep, it's pushed off it once already. Used it as a ceiling. It's at it right now. So it's at 507.12 is that pivot. 507.13, 15, still at it. There it is. It's at 507.15. So we got to watch 507.15. It did hit 507.20, but it's pulling back a little bit here. So watch Microsoft, 507.20. If this fails here, we're going to make a new low, 505.04. Current price 507.34. If we overtake it, which it looks like we are right now, then we're going to go back up, and we're going to have to fight this pivot area. If we retake this pivot at 507.75, we could go back up to the 510 area. So we're at a very nice pivotal area. No pun intended. At the pivot. At the S1 pivot, we're at a pivotal area. GLD gold. Oh my God, look at GLD. It is ripping right now. Oh man, how did I miss that? I gotta have this. Man, I got the alert right on my phone. I can't believe I had it in my pocket. Look at this thing. It's ripping. GLD. Huge volume. Huge volume. Just tearing right now. GLD just ripping up. Way overbought on the RSI. That doesn't really mean jack because it's trending. I mean, look at that tear. Look at that tear from 344. I'm sorry, 343.70 all the way up to 345.80. Current price 345.69. It is up 0.69%. It's bounced super hard. We had a low of 342.47. We opened the day right around the area where we're at right now. It's just I'm sorry, no, we opened the day around what 344.40. We fell all the way to 342.47 and made a nice comeback. But we failed this area in the pre-market, I believe. Yeah, that's the pre-market, right? All the way over here. Yeah, that's around 8 o'clock. So we hit this area and we were rejected at 8 a.m. So watch GLD right here, right now. This could be a rejection point, but it's ripping. GLD ripping. USO also just flying up right now. Nice volume coming in. We got the MACD turning positive. RSI is rising, and but it looks like we're wedging, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Whoop. Look at this wedge right here. Look at that wedge. Be cautious on USO. I wouldn't quite get in that just yet. Oh my goodness! Look at Apple. Apple right now. Oh my God! Look at Apple. AAPL. Look at this. Look at this $2 run. This happened in the last two. Look at this. This huge rip up right here. Huge, gigantic, most volume of the day coming in right now on Apple. Apple up 1.4% now. We just ripped past the pivot. Look at this gain. 256. We were at 251.33 at a low earlier today. Apple ripping right now. Whew. We just blew past the high. Blew past the high. Apple ripping up. Lots of volume coming in. Huge. Pull that up. My goodness. I wonder if any news came out. That's a big move. Meta's bobbing around. What's the Q's doing? Let's go to the Q's real quick. Where are the Q's at? Q's is just holding though. Yeah, Q's is holding. Look, we're getting rejected at that pivot. It can't. It's struggling at that pivot. That S1 pivot. Oh, oh, look at SPY. SPY broke above the pivot and VWAP. Look for this. Look at this. Huge volume came in. I knew it, we needed that to break through that. I said it needed a big sledgehammer. If we have that big sledgehammer, which is what we needed to break past that wall, and it did. There was that big sledgehammer on that big volume. It's 657.85 right now. Look for a possible pullback to 657.50. Let's go back down over here. Hey, what's up? This is my kitty cat Fluffy. Can you see why her name is Fluffy? Look at this fluffy tail. Look at this fluffy tail. Hey, baby. Yay. All right. What do we got here? Oh, look at gold is still ripping up here. 345.61. Gold GLD tearing up here. 345.60. We got some big moves happening right now. Oh man, Apple's still going. 255.80 now. Fluffy. Yes, Fluffy. All right. What do we got here? Look at XOM, guys. XOM getting rejected at the R1 pivot. Pull up XOM. XOM rejected at 115.70, 115.80, and it's heading down right now. 115.50. Look for a pullback down to 115.20. XOM. XOM, nice little short opportunity here. Rejected harshly at 115.70. Current price is falling hard. It's at 115.47 now. It's dropping fast. I don't know if anybody can get on that. AVGO hugging the S1 pivot, retook it back. It's down 1.15%. Made a very nice return from the open today. 327.30. Okay, think about this. In the pre-market, we were right around 338. We were higher where we were. Right now, 335.37 on AVGO. It fell all the way down to 327.30 and bounced super hard right on the dot. Another one, S3 pivot, came down, bing, right on the dot, right on the pivot. Rebounded all the way back up to the daily pivot. So S2 pivot, blew past S1, hit daily pivot, and again, right on the dot, bing, bounced right off of it as a ceiling, came down, and now we are hovering at the S1 pivot. I think this is a good little bounce opportunity to continue up. 335.30, maybe to 338, 70-cent gain. Cava, C-A-V-A. Look at that. Just loving VWAP today and loving the S1 pivot. Just bouncing in between them, guys. Bouncing in between. That's called the super scalp zone. Super scalp zone. Cava. I don't think it comes back down below this pivot. I think it's going to stay above it. It's negative 2.22% today. Gold, I'll hit gold again. Sure. Gold, GLD. We're hit. It looks like we're getting rejected at that area that I was telling you about. It ripped up, and like I said, around 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, we were rejected at the same exact area where we're showing rejection right now after this rip back up. If we're rejected here officially and we continue to trend down, look for a retest of the pivot right over here at 344.80 for a bounce. So what I do is I set a limit order right over here, and 344.80 up to 345.20. But it could continue trending. If we overtake this once again, if we come back up over here to take out this recent swing high that we just had, that's a long back up to 346.50, maybe another dollar there. But I think we're going to get rejected here, and it looks like it's dropping. So keep an eye out for that. All right, GLD. Let's look at HD. That's Home Depot. Look at this, guys. You can see this clearly. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this sideways wedge here. That's called a symmetrical triangle. See that? Beautiful. That can go up or down. Doesn't have any direction because it's called symmetrical. It needs to choose its own direction. So if it breaks out down below here, it's going to go down. If it breaks up above here, it's going to go up. So this is a no call. We're in neutral territory. Symmetrical triangle pattern right now on HD. Current price 408.26. It is down 0.37% today. So the bears do have an upper hand on this symmetrical pattern. So let's keep an eye out. We have solid resistance, very solid resistance here with the VWAP in sync with the daily pivot point at 408.85. This thing looks like it's going to choose down. HD. Be cautious on that. HD looks like it's dropping. ADBE looks like it's just, look at this rejection. I tell you, when VWAP and a pivot point is together, look at this. This is solid. Bang, 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 bang. It can't penetrate it. We got volume coming in though. Look at this. Nice volume coming in. This might come back up here and beat it. But look how close they were together here. This is ADBE. It's up 0.2%. We were just negative right over here at that strong rejection. A lot of volume came in, and now we're rising back up, and we're positive again. We were way positive here. I was thinking it was 0.25%. We're up about 1/4% earlier in the day. Turned negative just now, and now we're positive again. So this is fighting on the line, ADBE. They've been struggling. Yesterday I was telling you about their AI. Their AI is way behind. Got a lot of stuff a lot of companies can do now to match them, and they're struggling. They're trying though. They might. I think they're going to come back, make a nice comeback. They're down about 50% long term. But look at this. There was a wedge here. There was a wedge. See this wedge? High, low. Whoop. This is another wedge. Broke down. I think that's a fake out. I think this is going up. ADB, I think this is going up. 350, 340. I think 355 is a good area on ADBE. Let's look at JPM. Similar. Look at this. Similar patterns here. Very similar. And similar situations. They look like almost the same stock. Look at this. Look at that. Actually, look at this, and that. Unbelievable. Home Depot, ADBE, and JPM. Three different sectors. pretty correlated. Look at this. Same call on all three. All right. All right. Let's see here. Honey, HON, is getting rejected here at the S1 pivot. 207.90. Showing some rejection at the 208 area. Just want to follow up on Nike. Nike is still struggling, fighting that S3 pivot at 630, 640. Does look like it's above it though. It does look like it's above officially. Yeah, it's above. NKE is officially above that S3 pivot. It is down 2.55%. If it's able to hold this, this is a nice little long here. It's a small stock, so you're able to scoop up more shares. VWAP is at about 69.80. The 69.40 up to 69.80. Nice little scalp there. We got NIO. Looks like it's struggling to breach the VWAP. NIO 743 right now. 743. VWAP is at about 748. They're up huge, 4.42%, but they're down from about 7.5% at the high today, around 770. We got JNJ coming down, retesting VWAP. I think that's gonna bounce here. Good bounce here. Look for JNJ. And PFE still just trending down, making new lows constantly. Yep, PFE still going down. Another low right there, 2362. It's at 2363 right now. 2364. It's just teeter-tottering at that low. Here comes HON. 207.97. It's got to get above 208.10 to go back up and retest that 208.50 VWAP. We got PLTR at a strong, solid resistance right now. PLTR 180.25 resistance, very, very strong. PLTR 180.25, strong resistance. We got VWAP and the daily pivot point right there. They're going to have to really pump some volume. I do see some volume came in about 20 minutes ago, but that was that recent rise back up there. I don't see anything coming in here. I just faded off. If this is able to blast past it just like SPY did, look at that. It's pushing off the look at that, guys. Look at that. See that? Came down, set a limit order like I said, and then get out right over there. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Same thing right here. Look at this. Look at that. AMD. Beautiful. It's going up to new highs right now. AMD 161.10. AMD is up positive now. Beautiful. MSFT is bouncing. Look, see that? Going up to the VWAP. MSFT 0.5% negative on the day. Uh-oh. What? Ah, shit. XOM rejection. Oops. I put it twice. Look for XOM to come down to that VWAP at 115.20. It's still falling there. That was our goal initially from that from the pivot 115.75. So it's already positive right now, about 30%. I mean 30 points. 30 points XOM, beautiful. I love that. PLTR is really struggling with that, with this ceiling here. It's down 40 cents right now from with that ceiling call at 180.50. Is now 180 now. So it's really struggling to get past that ceiling point, that VWAP and that daily pivot point at 180.50. Really nice area right there. That's a really strong area. I think continue. If it holds that, could continue to go down. Maybe retest the 178.50 area. Nice, another $1.50. Nice $2 move into our favor. Let's look. Where's gold at? Gold GLD. Gold is looking strong, man. It's looking strong. It's still struggling though. It's still not taking out that high, that rejection point from earlier today at that 7 o'clock high. But look at USO. USO is making highs right now. It's getting smaller though. Look at this. It's getting smaller. It's wedging. I think USO might pull back here. 76.90, maybe down to 76.60, 76.70. USO, it's up 0.62%, but it's up really high, and we have a wedge here, consolidation. I mean, that does look like the breakout point right over here, though. That does look like the breakout point. You need more. There's not a lot of volume though. It stopped right after this rip up, so that's questionable. SPY. Lift. Oh, Lift. I looked at Lift for you earlier. I think Lift is a positive, and I think it's looks good, man. I think Lift will be higher, in my personal opinion. I think Lyft, Uber, I think they go up. Definitely. I mean, in my opinion, for sure. Yeah. Sorry, the SPY, SPY, SPY looks like it's going up higher. Broke above both. I mean, that's what we were looking at a little while ago. I said we needed that sledgehammer. We came in with a huge amount of volume, broke above VWAP and the S1. I'm sorry, yeah, the S1 pivot. Retook back most of our loss today. We were down over about a percentage. Now we're only down 0.45%, 0.5% now. And we bounced off VWAP. I think this is a good opportunity to go up. We just hit 658.15. 658.15. Should go up. Looks good. Volume coming in. Huge amount of volume came in when we hit this VWAP and the daily pivot. So if we have any type of pullback, it's right at where we're at here. This should be the bottom. So SPY, I think, going back up to 659, 660. Nvidia struggling to break this. We're at solid resistance here on Nvidia. Came back up here from that rip down from 180 all the way down to 175.50. Came back up to the VWAP where we're at right now, 177.40, and it's just struggling to break past it. So Nvidia at a solid area right now. It's got to make a choice. Look at Amazon just getting smashed here. AMZN current price 217 even. Amazon 217 even, 1.48% negative on the day, 1.41%. We have a low on Amazon, 216.47. I think we might make a new low, a lower low, maybe 216 even. So that's about $1 low here from where we're at right now. We got a lowercase h here. Whoop. We got this little hump. We are oversold. We do have the anomaly right here, though. No, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. I thought that was over here. Yeah, this looks a little negative here, unless some volume comes in. If this continues to play out the way it's been playing out, we should be going down to the 216 area on Amazon. Whoa, look at Apple, another leg up here. Apple looking really bullish here, guys. Apple ripping up right now, huge volume coming in, gigantic candles. We're retesting the high again right now, 256.08. Apple AAPL, pull that up. Apple. New high right there. Boom. 256.11. Apple, huge volume. Everything's going up. Looks really strong right now. And it's pulling the Qs up. It pulled the Qs up over the S1 pivot. So Apple pulling up the Qs single-handedly. Look at that. Wow. Nice move here by Apple. Meta stuck between this area. That's the super scalp area right over here. 240, 740, 850, 749 to 751. Nice little chop area here going on with Meta. It's down 1.40%. It's currently 750 even right now. Meta, 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 750 even. It's negative 1.4%. If it holds right here, should go up higher. Maybe to 752, 753. I think it's going to hold. I think Meta holds and goes up. It reduces that downside. MSTR, look at this pullback, guys. MSTR pulling back strong right now. Hitting VWAP. Look for a slight pullback here. 302.65 down to maybe 302 even. Maybe 301.50. Hidden VWAP right now. MSTR down 6.4%. My goodness. Oh my God, just kept going down. We are below the S3 pivot. We're rising into VWAP right now. If this thing takes back VWAP, look for a rejection at the S3 pivot, which is about 304. And then might chop back down to VWAP for another bounce. Might get stuck in between the two. Apple's continuing making new highs. Apple 256.35 now, 206.29. Apple's continuing its little trend up. XOM's is falling down. We're hitting our target right here. Here we go. We're done. 115.30. Hit VWAP. Look for a slight bounce here on XOM. XOM, that short is done. That short is done. AVGO looks like it's turning back positive. It's down 1.10%. Current price 335.58. We officially retook back the S1 pivot. Looks like some volume coming in now. Looks like we might pull back up to the 337 area. Current price 335.60. That's AVGO. MSTR. Got a huge amount of volume coming in. This is really positive for AVGO. They need this. They need this bad. Huge volume coming in. It's at 302.60 now. A lot of things are at some good areas right now. This is great. I love it. This is great. Bitcoin, BTC Bitcoin fell below the S2 pivot, hit the S3 pivot right on the nose, came all the way back. We're retesting that S2 pivot. Look for a rejection at the 110 area. We already bounced off of it. We got a red candle here on the 5-minute. It's turning negative. Bitcoin down 2.45%. I want it to go up. Believe me, I got Bitcoin. I want it to go up. I got the Bitcoin. Oh, what's happening here? Oh boy. I want Bitcoin to go up. I got the 2x ETF Bitcoin. These things are all coming back up here. It looks a little positive on XRP. Should rise a little bit more, maybe to 281, 282 on XRP. Dogecoin, they're all synced. I mean, we're close to an area of rejection right now in all three. On Bitcoin, XRP, and Doge. And Pepe, on the other hand, looks like it just bounced off of the S2 pivot, and looks like it might continue to go up. They're all slightly correlated. We're still waiting on HD here. Looks like it's like I said, we are down 0.54%. Current price is 407.52. Look at that rejection there. See that? Beautiful. It's beautiful. Rejected right at the VWAP and the daily pivot point. Those are my main calls there. I love those calls. And it's choosing down. Home Depot going down. Here we go. HD going down. It just broke below that lower support line here on that. Look at this. The symmetrical triangle is no more. It's down. It's dropping. HD dropping. Look for 406.50. Current price 407.40. HD. Who likes 100 times leverage when trading BTC? I don't know about that. I think that's a little too aggressive there. Loverboy. I think that's fair. I think that's a good call you got there. I personally would take that. Oh, Walmart. Walmart broke below VWAP. Let's see if it's able to come back here. It's the same candle. WMT testing VWAP here. I don't think it's going to break it here. We are below it. We are below it. But I think this is just gonna be a bounce here. If the next candle continues to go negative, I think then we can call it to go down. But WMT at VWAP right now, I think we're gonna pull back up. I think this is a 103 back up to 103.30. If the next candle is also bearish, then obviously forget that. But right now, 103 up to 103.30. I think that's a good call. Nice little bounce back off VWAP to the upside. We are green on the day on Walmart, 0.36%. So at 103.10 now. It's the green candle, new candle, new candle. It's green. See how it holds up. It's still under VWAP. This candle's got to be positive. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. I'm a little past my 3 o'clock private room, but I think I might just go a little bit longer here with you guys. I like you guys. This is a good vibe. This is a good vibe now. Thank you for the roses, Susan. You're awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Nice call, Ghost. Nice call, man. That's a good call. Why you? we need people like you. We need people like you, YU. Stay in here. It livens the room up. Thank you. I love this. This is great. This is what I live for. This is my passion. This is everything to me, doing this. This is everything to me. This is my life right here. Pepe's moving up. These three are getting rejected. That's a nice little anomaly there. That's a nice little call there. I just saw the volume coming in on Pepe, and it's just green. These two just look like they're just bouncing down. Look at this rejection here. Now 109,725. We had a rejection at 110. We're already dropping down. We're up 300 points down now. 109,700, 109,688. This is Bitcoin. We had the rejection here. Just called a few minutes ago at the S2 pivot. 110 rejection. Got to be careful here, though, because we might have just a slight more pullback, and then we might have another rip back up. See this right here? Boom, boom, bang. We might have that again. I'm not sure, though. But this is a good area to exit if you're in there. But and Netflix, I haven't touched that much. Netflix, NFLX. Netflix. A lot of volume coming in at about 12:10. A lot of volume at about 12:09 area. We just got rejected at that area, and that's not good news for the bulls. This is up 0.33%. It's 1207.88 now. So we got VWAP and we got the daily pivot point just below where we're at, right about 1207. So if we're able to hold that, I think this could rise back up. Maybe 1212. That's a good little $4 pop back up. Netflix, 1212. Current price, 1208. Look at Walmart. Walmart's choosing to go down there. WMT not bouncing. This is bearish now. That's canceled. That's bad. So look for Walmart 103.10, 103.15. Maybe down to 102.90. I mean, we're talking a small stock here. It's just, it doesn't really move that much. We're talking 30 cents a day. So we fell below VWAP, and now the candle closed. The last 5-minute candle closed below VWAP, and now we have another red candle about to close in 20 seconds, and it is even further down. That's bearish. Don't get me wrong. The next candle could come back up and retake VWAP, but right now that's a sign of bearish on WMT. ADBE still looking negative, rejected at VWAP, so we're still going down. Still negative and bearish on JPM, on ADBE, and Home Depot. All three bearish. Current price, Home Depot, 407.11, down 0.65%, still going down. Might head on down to the low, to the 406 area, maybe just below the low, but just above the low. And ADBE's down 0.9%. It's almost flush. We had a shot at retaking VWAP and coming back above here, but we just got rejected all day long over here. Look at this. Just rejected at the daily pivot point and VWAP all day. Bang, 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 bang. Just getting swatted away. If we're able to come back up here, I have confidence we're going to be able to break back above it and turn green on the day. But if we continue to go down, it's going down. Same thing with JPM. Look at similar situation here. See that? Very, very identical. Almost the same right here too. So same thing on both of those. CRM bouncing right here. CRM looks like it's bouncing here off the S2 pivot. Current price 240.60. It's rising. Just bounced from the low at 239.49. It's down 2.16%. I think it's done going down for the day. Look for a return back up to 242 from 240.50. So 240.50 up to 242 even for CRM. Bouncing nicely with some good volume at the low of 239.49, the S2 pivot. NIO being rejected by VWAP at 745, 746. NIO, it's up 4.38%. I think it might. That's too early to call. Too early to call that. If NIO overtakes VWAP at 746, we could go back up to the 760 area. We break 741 to 740. We're going down to the 735. Don't forget, this is a small stock. It only moves 3, 4, 5, 6 pennies. UNH is still stuck around that VWAP area, 346.82. 346.82. It is down 1.43%. If we are able to hold this, I think we're going to come back up to the 349 area. Current price 346.91 to 346.80. UNH. Got to hold this VWAP. Could return back up to 349. J&J, there we go. Bounced nicely off of VWAP since our last round. Came back up and broke above the R1 pivot. Looking bullish here, 177.30. 177.30 on J&J looks positive. It is up 0.38%. Finally turning positive after being negative at 175.91 low. Just after open, just trended down, bounced off of the S1 pivot after breaking through the daily pivot point of 176.50. Retook it back after the bounce off the S1 pivot and just been trending upwards. We just bounced off of VWAP about 20 minutes ago. Retook the R1 pivot and it's ripping. Look at this. Look at it. It's going. It's ripping. High volume. Look at that. 177.46 now. J&J moving up. Moving on up. Here we go. Let's go back over here. Let's go back over here. Oh, I got a comment before I get booted here because TikTok don't play. J&J ripping. Watch J&J. How's Apple doing? Apple's making new highs still. Look at this. Apple, AAPL, still making new highs, guys. What a great bullish call there. New high right there, right now. 256.65. New high. Apple, AAPL, moving up. High volume. Good volume coming in. The Qs, how are the Qs looking? Now the Qs are still struggling here. It did get above that S1 pivot, but it's not holding it. Looks like it's failing that S1 pivot. I was hoping this Apple rip up. New highs again. Apple 256.75, 270. Oh man, look at this thing. Apple's still going. How's Meta looking? Meta's not moving like that. Nope. How's Nvidia? Nvidia is getting rejected at that pivot. Like I said, look at that. Beautiful rejection point. Now 176.80. We're down what, 70 cents now on that bear call? Beautiful call right there on Nvidia. Okay, MSTR rejection at the VWAP. Beautiful bear call right there at the VWAP. I would possibly take some profit there right now. Maybe scale out 50% to be safe. Google, GOOGL might come back down here. Might come back down to the 245 even, 245.30 to retest that S2 pivot or S1 pivot. I'm sorry, S1 pivot. It's got some authority here. Google's bullish. It is 0.51% negative on the day, but the U.S. market it did drop it to 240.74, and it's just been trending upwards ever since. So The U.S. market at least is positive. 245.84 now. We got XOM struggling to hold that VWAP. It's still hanging around there. Still hanging around there. It hasn't made its mind up yet. XOM at VWAP. Got to see how it acts here. If it's going to drop, then we're going to go to the short side. If it goes, bounces up here, we're going to go long back up to 115.80. Current price 115.20, 25, 115.25 now. This goes to 115. This goes to 115.20. I'd be cautious. Maybe it's going to go down. We've got negative volume pouring in. We are below VWAP. It's pretty bearish. Unless we have a turnaround right here. Unless some volume comes in. Coinbase is rising into VWAP and the S3 pivot. It is down 3.97%. Nice comeback though. We were down almost 5% here on coin. So watch coin around 310. I agree with you. Side clip. I agree with you. 100% agree with you. Apple making new highs still ripping up. 256.91 now. 256.94 still going. Huge volume coming in on this candle right now. Apple still going strong. The SPY retesting the VWAP right now. 657.40. Down 0.56%. SPY 657.40. Look for a little bounce here. Maybe 657.35 up to 657.70. If we fail VWAP, we're going to retest that S2 pivot. And look for some chop in between 657 to 657.35. Little chop back and forth there. It's holding VWAP pretty strong here. We already tested it once. And that was around 2 o'clock. No, 2:30. I think that was 2:40, right? Yeah, right over here. Came down strong too, real strong. Held it really nicely. Now we're there right now. So let's watch the SPY. The Qs might fall down here to 592. It's at 592.92 right now. So watch the Qs, slight pullback here, especially if Apple hits this. Apple's approaching the R2 pivot. 257 now, 257.14. Continuing to make it new highs. Look for a ceiling here at that 258 area. That S3, that R2 pivot. Meta stuck between. It's currently 748.80, down 1.56%. Meta, META. We are at the S2 pivot. We got the VWAP just above us, kind of chopping in between there. Nice little scalp zone. We are below the S2 pivot though. New candle here, new 5-minute candle starting right now. See how this one acts. XOM hasn't made a choice yet. Still stuck there, just below the VWAP. It's getting heavy. It's going to either spill or bounce. XOM's going to spill or bounce real soon. 115.26 now. It's up 0.61%. It has the bulls in favor. So if we hold here, we're going to bounce back up to 115.60. 115.27 now. AVGO holding S1 pivot, 334.74. It's down 3.34. I'm sorry, 1.34%. If it's able to take back this S1 pivot, we're just below. It's able to take back this 335 area. I'm confident we're going to go back up to the 338 area, which is at the pivot point of the day on AVGO, current 334.60. But we got to take back this pivot. We have to take back this pivot. If we fail to take back this pivot, we're going to fall back down to 332. It's one or the other. Bitcoin still fighting that S2 pivot. Nothing really. See that? Bing, bing. It's just bouncing around there. Nothing happening there. Nice bounce on Kava. CAVA was down almost 3%, 2.5% on CAVA. Kava, we hit a 60.81 low early this morning after open. Retook VWAP and just used it as support all day. Look at this. Bang, bang, bang. We were hitting the ceiling on the daily pivot, the S1 pivot, and we finally broke above it about 30 minutes ago, and we've been holding strong. So we're right about the open right now. So we're seeing resistance here. This is about where we opened on the U.S. market. So the U.S. market opened right over here, right around the 62.60 area, 62.50 area. Naturally seeing some rejection here on Kava. It's down 1.3%. MCD holding that 302 area, that 302 pivot, that's S1 pivot. It's rising up a little bit. It is down 0.53%. I think this is going to go up. It's 302.70 right now. 302.65 should go up to 303.50. 302.70, 302.50, 303.50. Tesla, I know I haven't touched that a lot today, but I keep telling you guys it's bananas. This thing's bananas. This thing is like, it needs some, I don't know. This thing is crazy. So volatile. It's down huge, 3.89%. Was down almost 4 or 5%. When it hit 419.08, bounced really nicely back up to 425. It bounced off of nothing. There was nothing there, no pivot, no price zone. 419.08 low on the day. Bounced back up $6. We are hitting VWAP right now for resistance. I mean, I can't really call Tesla because it's so volatile. We got KO, Coke, retesting. This is not good for Coke right here. Look for a possible break below this pivot here. I know it should be support, but we used it once. We used it twice. Failed it right here. Failed it right here when we broke above it. So that's two fails back to back. I don't know. That's not too good. Volume is rising here. Negative volume rising. If we break below that, it's going to go down. Look for, if we break below this right here, $66. If we break $66, I think we're going to go down to 65.80. Nice 20 points down. If we hold it, it's still going down. If we hold it, we could go up to 66.20, but we don't have that much time left in the day. So, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be able to make a big move. The Coke only moves a little bit, 5, 10, 15 cents. So we don't have enough time for this to make a move here. ADBE rising back up. Look at that. We fell down. That was a beautiful bear call right there. But look at that. It just stopped right on the dot. Bam. And returned right back up to VWAP. And we're fighting VWAP right now. I think this is going to rise here. I think look for ADBE to go back. It was negative a minute ago. We were positive, turned back negative, and now we're fighting back VWAP. I think we're going to retake VWAP right here. Look at ADBE, 353.80, 353.75. Should retake VWAP. Nice volume coming in here. Might end the day positive, a little more positive here. Now it's 353.90. It's rising pretty good. ADBE 353.90. Think we're going to retake pivot back and at 355 possibly. Get a good dollar off of ADBE. We're moving nicely here. 354 now. HD. It's not moving like that though. HD's going negative. We had the same pattern almost on all three of these. Okay? Bang, bang, bang. Now this one's choosing down, this one's going back up, and this one's just going flat sideways. So that's Home Depot, ADBE, JPM, that's JP Morgan. CVX looking positive here. Retaking back VWAP. CVX 160.49. It's up 0.82%. Up. It's up 160.51. I think might see 160.80 here before EOD. Might hit that R1 pivot coming off of VWAP. VWAP's about 160.40. We're 10 cents above VWAP. Bounced very nicely. Some good volume coming in. It's up 0.8%. CVX. Look for CVX. Excuse me. CAT bouncing nicely here. I think we're going to go up here. CAT 464.50. Look at 464.50 bouncing nicely up 464.63. This might bounce 464.50. It's looking nice. We're starting to see some volume come in now across the board on everything. This is that end of day reversal area up 330. Let's watch that nicely. A lot of things going to be tricking everybody. We got IBM bouncing off of VWAP right here. IBM 279.76 right now. IBM. MACD turning positive on the 5. RSI starting to take a reversal, turn back up. 279.76 IBM. Might come back up here end of day around 280, 280.50, 282 possibly. Depends on how much momentum gets behind it. It is up 4.56%. If people start taking profit, we might see some exhaling or continuation. I think we might see a continuation here with this volume coming in right now. We're going to have to watch. Yeah, it looks like it's turning up here. We're already up 15, 20 cents. Citigroup, C, symbol C, just C. Bouncing nicely off of VWAP. Again, volume coming in on this bar right here, right now. 101.95, 101.97. It's up 0.31%. Bouncing off of VWAP. VWAP around 160, 101.65, 101.70. About 25, 30 cents off of VWAP. Watch C. Let's go back to Apple. How's Apple doing? Okay. AAPL didn't hit that R2 pivot yet. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. What's this? What are you doing here? What'd you rip up? That's your rope toy. Okay. How you doing? Say hello to Athena. It's my baby. It's my baby right here. Yes. Come here. Come on. Who's that good girl? Come on. Come on. Yes, come on. Come on. Hey. He's a good girl. Well, I'm going to take her out in a couple minutes. Oh, I shouldn't have said that word. Up, up. Good job. Good job, baby. Good job. Go ahead. Lie down. Right there. You're a good girl. That's Athena. Say hello to Athena, everybody. That's Athena. Okay, where were we, guys? Okay, XRP rejection. Bitcoin being rejected right here. We're bearish. We're bearish on XRP and Bitcoin. In Dogecoin. Hard rejection here. Look at that. Hard rejection. I mean, we were calling 110 as the rejection point twice already. Rejected there and came back up, rejection again. So twice we came back down to the 109,600 and we saw a bounce. So if we see a bounce here, obviously we're going to go back up to 110. But I think we might finally start to trend back down. Kava continuing to go up. CAVA, look at Kava 62.66. We're above the open now, still moving higher. So we're about 8 cents above 15 cents above the open of the U.S. Open. It's important, the U.S. Open. Down 1.21%. We took a lot back. We cut that loss in half. We were down to 60.81. Current price 62.66, rising. MCD looks like it's pulling back up off of the 301.95 low, which was the S1 pivot. Let's look at Tesla. Tesla fighting VWAP right now, 426.14. Looks like it's rising. Watch Tesla. Watch Tesla. We got JPM moving down. 312.86. Look for a further move down on JPM here. It is down 0.18%. It was going positive, negative all day today. So was ADBE. ADBE fighting VWAP once again. HD Home Depot made a choice, said I'm going down. So it's the Home Depot still bearish, still going down. Walmart still going down. Look at that rejection. Oh, look at that cup and handle almost right here. Look at this. Whoop. And then we got the handle right there. This looks like it's going down. WMT. And we had the bear call right over here at VWAP, right? So that was 103.15, 103.20. Current price 102.90. 102.97. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that volume. Look at that volume coming in on Walmart. This is a strong area right here, right where it's at, 102.97, 102.95. I think it's going to breach it and continue to go down. We might go down to 102.80. Apple making a sharp rejection here. 256.25. Down about $1 now from the high of 257. Sorry about that. 257, up 1.56% today. Really made a wonderful comeback. Short rip up. Let's see here. The QQQ looks like it's being rejected at that S1 pivot. 592.85 rejection areas, just pushing it down. 592, 593 area. It's at 592.75 now. Moving down. 592.70. That's the QQQ. It's down 0.56%. Might head on down to that VWAP area, right above 592. Might have another 50, 60, 70 cents to go down here from the QQQ before we see some kind of bounce. Don't have that much long left in the day. 22 minutes. SPY broke below VWAP. We're bouncing off of S1, S2 pivot. 657.10. SPY down 0.6%. Might see some chop in between the 657 and the 657.40 area on SPY. NVDA is just not able to cross this really solid wall of resistance right here with the VWAP and the daily pivot point above 177.30, 177.40. Just 1, 2, 3 rejection points at that area. Unless it reapproaches it. If it reapproaches it, I'm saying we're going to go buy it. If we break this swing low right here, we're going to go down. NVDA. It's flat on the day. It's 0.01% negative. So it's got to make a call here. Amazon down 1.33%. Broke below VWAP. Flew below that S1 pivot. Hit a low of 260. Is that 216? 216.47. Wow. It's up $1 off the low. I think we're going to fall down right here, possibly have that lowercase h. Look for Amazon possibly to fall down here. 217.35 down to 217 maybe, 218, 216.80. AMD coming back up here, making new highs. Look at AMD, 161.27 now. It's fighting that daily pivot point. It's up 0.25%. Made a nice comeback. Was negative. Hit a low of 154.78 on the U.S. market here. Bounced off the S2 pivot. Retook VWAP and the S1 pivot. Came back down, retested at 159 off the VWAP around 2:30, and it hasn't looked back. About 2 o'clock actually, and it hasn't looked back since then. Hit the daily pivot point about 25-30 minutes ago. Fell back down to 160.50, and now we're retesting it once again, 161.21 now. I think this is a good area. Probably going to breach it here. AMD's probably going to breach this daily pivot point finally. Watch AMD. We got GLD. Ooh, there it is. Look at that. Wow. GLD was having a fantastic day. Ripped up hard along with Apple. Same strong move higher, and now came back down. If I would have saw this 10 minutes ago, I would have said look for a bounce here at the pivot point. But look at that, it just broke past it. And now we're on the second candle. We got about 2.5 minutes. If this closes negative, it could come back down to VWAP around 344. Current price on GLD 344.65, 344.57 now. It's up 0.38%, but it looks like it's falling, guys. Look at GLD. Looks like it's falling. USO doing such a great job today. 0.57%. Current price 776.82 on USO. It is up 0.56%. Looks very nice today. I don't see this slowing down quite yet. So I'm pretty bullish on USO still. Even though we hit a high of 76.96, we're just 15 cents below it. I'm sorry, 14 cents. Nope, now we're 15 cents below. So I think we're going to see a continuation here on USO. So I'm still bullish, even though we got this little hump here. Woo. If we break below this area right here, 76.70, then we have something to worry about. Then we might come back down here because this is clearly we had resistance, and then we pushed above that. Should not come over there. If it comes down there, then we're talking a possible. That might be the bounce area, or that might be the pivotal area, which it makes a little slight reversal. It falls back down to the 76.25, 76.30 area. But it's not much. You see, it's only from 76.80 to 76.40. That's not a huge move, but it's enough. It's enough. Apple looks like it's taking a little bounce here. 256.20. Nice green candle. We hit a high, 257.17, pulled back to 256.10, and now we're pulling back up here. Look at my doggy. You're such a cutie pie. All right, stay. Get her excited. She gets excited quick. Look at MSTR. MSTR might be seeing some rejection right here. I am skeptical to call a short only because we've been bouncing down all day. It's down 6.6%. I'm going to wait on that. I'm not going to call a rejection here. Normally in circumstances I would. 302.25 break back down. I think this is going to pull up a little bit. 302.10 might pull back up. If we retake VWAP on MSTR, watch MSTR closely. AVGO taking a bounce here on VWAP. 330.40. 333.40. AVGO. Got VWAP sitting right below it. But be careful. This is end of day. This is when the unexpected things start to happen, guys. We got XOM. Look at that beautiful. Look at that beautiful bounce, man. XOM, beautiful. Man, this thing has been so good today to us. Just every time we hit a zone, it just does exactly what we want all day long. So you know what that tells me? That tells me we're going to continue. We're not going to see a rejection here. XOM should continue going because it can't be 6 for 6. You can't. I mean, that's just crazy. I think we're going to see a continuation. I think we're going to break above right here. 115.72 still going on XOM. All right, so let's watch XOM. Should continue on here. XOM. Let's go back to the indices here. Okay, SPY. SPY still battling this. In that chop zone, guys. See? Still in that chop zone between VWAP and the S2 pivot. 657.17 right now on SPY. It's down 0.6%. That's where it's been pretty much most of the day on average, I would say. That's about the average price, I would say. 657.10, I would say. Man, what a great day today. This is a beautiful day. We got Bitcoin still moving down, still bearish. Bitcoin now down 520 off of our 110 rejection area. We got, look at XRP falling down off from the pivot off of our rejection area. We got Dogecoin dropping. We got Pepe falling back in line in correlation here. It did have a slight anomaly. It was rising up here. I'm waiting for Pepe to go back down to about the 700. I would love that. 700 area, that's what I'm going to load up. I'll load up on Pepe around 700 and average down to about 600. That's a beautiful area for long-term play and hold it back up to 1200, 1300. JPM. No call on that. No call on JPM. JPM current price 312.92, 312.91. It is down 0.16%. It's just flat. Just flat. There's nothing around it. It's in no man's land. ADBE stuck between VWAP and the daily pivot point. Current price on ADBE 354.16. 354.16. Might break above this here on ADBE. Look for ADBE to break above daily pivot, go up maybe 355 from 354. Home Depot chose to go bearish. I think it's going to come back here, rise a little bit, 407.60, 407.50 maybe, back up to 408.50. Only because the end of day flip-flop. That's the only reason why I'm saying that. We got Walmart cup and handle pattern here on the 5. Look at this cup and handle pattern. Still going down. WMT at 103. Should continue to fall here. Walmart. It's up 0.25%. I think it might end even on the day or maybe even reddish. We don't have that much time left. We got 11 minutes left, guys. Walmart should go negative or end the day almost break even. UNH, just going to make the rounds here again. UNH 346 even. UNH 346 even. Down 1.65%. We got the RSI turning down, going down, as is the MACD on the 5. We are below the we're below the VWAP. UNH looking negative. UNH looking negative. Bearish. We have NKE. NKE approaching, coming back up, making a return. We just had another low, 69.05. Looks like it's coming back up a little bit. 69.37 now. Look for a possible pull back up to about the 69.61, 69.62. if we're able to come back and pass this 69.39 area. Cat, look at that. Look at cat, guys. It's still there. It's not moving. 463.57 down 1.32%. 463.54 stuck between VWAP and the R2 S2 pivot. It's not making much progress here. I'm anticipating a move up on cat, but I mean, we got 9 minutes here, so it's either going to happen or it's not. I'm bullish on cat here, even though it's down 1.3%. 463.40. Maybe back up to 464 if we had enough time. CVX moving up higher here. I think we're going to break above the pivot. Here we go. 160.70 now. Bounced off of the pivot point at 160.40. I'm sorry, not the pivot, the VWAP. Here we go. We broke above the R1 pivot. Now 160.77. 160.78. Bullish CVX. Bullish CVX as an Xavier. CVX. Look at Ford. Ford moving higher. 1162. Ford is down 0.17%. Look at Ford to move up. TSM. TSM moving higher here. 276.67. Down 1.44%. So it's fighting to reduce some of that loss. IBM making a very nice, beautiful, solid bounce off of VWAP. Beautiful bounce. 281.36 now. 281.37. It is up 5.17%. This thing is just ripping. Beautiful, beautiful day for IBM. PSQ. Q as in Queen. PSQ. Looks like it's trapped between VWAP and the R1 pivot. Might move lower. Current price 31.40. 31.41. It is up 0.54%. Might break below this R1 pivot and drop. We're only talking a few pennies here. 31.35 possibly. We got Citigroup bouncing off of VWAP. Still hovering around that 101.95 area, 101.97. Stubborn stock. This is about where the resistant point was, just around 102. Excuse me, I got to take a drink, guys. Oh, yeah. I agree with you. Huge market manipulation. 100%. Agree. 100%. You are completely right. Come here, baby. Oh, okay. How you doing? You gonna come over here? Come here. Come here. Oh, you're such a good doggy. All right. We only got a couple minutes left, guys. Apple pulling back here. Whoa, look at Apple. Apple dropping. 255.57 now. 255.56. 255.54. 53. 51. Apple dropping, pulling back here. I wouldn't hop on quite a short quite yet. I wouldn't do that. This might just be a slight pullback for a continuation up. AMD. AMD overtook pivot point. 161.54. I think that's going to continue. 161.48. AMD up 0.37%. What a comeback for AMD. All the way down from 154.78. Hit that S2 pivot. Bounced very nicely. Right past VWAP. Right past S1 pivot. 158. Retook VWAP on the retest back at 159. That was around 2 o'clock. And then it just hasn't looked back. Now here we are at 161. 161.03, and we are testing that daily pivot point at 161.50. So it's fighting that. AMD. SPY hitting hard resistance here at what, 658.20. SPY hitting resistance at 658.20. We had a nice little double bottom here, triple bottom even, right off of the daily pivot, the S2 pivot. This should continue to go up. Even though we got a hard rejection here, we got solid support right over here, right where we're at right now. So 657.60, 657.50, back up to 660, 658.20 on the SPY. The QQQ holding above the S1 pivot, holding above the VWAP, 593.35, down 0.46%, making a nice decent comeback from the low 588.50. Just after the U.S. Open, bounced off of the S2 pivot, and not once but twice, retaking back VWAP in a bullish fashion and retaking the S1 pivot. Current price 593.28, 523.29. Looks pretty nice. Good amount of volume coming in now. We got 3 minutes left, guys. 3 minutes. 3 minutes left before we hear that ding, ding, ding. What do we got here? We got gold. Gold. Uh-oh. Gold's not looking good right now. Below. Gold just fell below the pivot point on huge volume. Most volume of the day, by far. This is falling. Gold's falling right now. 344.75. GLD 344.75 and falling. That looking bearish. Might retest 344, guys. 70 points down. We got USO rising to new highs right now. USO new high right now. USO moving up higher. Look for 70, 77.50. We're at 77 even. USO 77.02 now. Look for a rise here on USO. Still making highs. USO. Apple bouncing nicely. That's why I told you not to go short. Look at Apple. Apple bounced. Now we're back up to 257 almost. Apple's 257. 256.67. I'm sorry. 256.67. 256.69. Up 1.72%. Look at Apple. Morningstar being rejected at VWAP. Morningstar, look for Morningstar moving lower. 348 right now. 344 being rejected at VWAP at the 304 area. Very sharply, very nicely. Huge amount of volume. We got 2 minutes left. Less than 2 minutes. A minute 15 seconds. PLTR, huge rejection, moving lower. 179.17 down 0.22%. Look at PLTR. 179.15 moving lower. Big bounce. Big rejection point off of VWAP and the daily pivot point. Moving lower, 179 now. 179. PLTR down 0.3%. We got coin down 4.60%. 4.56% moving lower. 307. 307 even. 307.10. 307 even. Moving lower. Now we're at 306. XOM being rejected right around the R2 pivot. Watch XOM. Rose up to the R2 pivot. It's fighting it. I don't think it's going to be able to do anything right here. We got AVGO. There we go. Broke above it. It's moving up. AVGO. Moving up now. 336.17. It is still down 0.9%, but it's moving up. It's making a comeback here. AVGO making a comeback. Where's Apple? Apple's 256.86. Up 1.8%. Still moving higher. 256.88. We're seeing a lot of action here, guys. Let's look at Amazon coming back. Oh, Amazon. And that's it, guys. Ding, 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 ding. What a great day today. I hope you all did great today. Guys, I got to go to this private room. Listen, I enjoy you all. Please follow. Be here tomorrow, okay? Be here tomorrow. Come check it out tomorrow. We're going to get right back into it every day, All right. Scotty Tucker Jr. with 10X Charting. Wishing you good luck and happy trading. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Thank you for coming.